It's DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we're going to talk about something very important, which is, should you follow the meta? Is the meta for you? Are you investing on the correct teams, or you are investing on the wrong teams? Are you falling into the baits of Scopely, and why you should avoid these baits as much as possible? So in this video we're going to talk a little bit about Blackwater, we're going to talk about we're going to talk about Rebirth, and see if you should be working on any of these teams right now with the current game modes that we have available. Alliance Wars with some extra challenges and extra benefits for Blackwater, and also Rebirth with the Cosmic Crucible. So are those good enough motivations for you to invest on these teams and keep up with the supposed meta that Scopely laid down for us? So we're going to talk about all of that in this video, and as always, if you like the information on it, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure you smash that like button like a boss. Let's get started. So I think this is going to be extremely important because we are on a massive gold shortage right now, and if you're investing gold on teams that don't really matter, then that's going to be a problem. So as I mentioned, we're going to take a look specifically at the case of Blackwater, we're going to take a look specifically at the case of Rebirth and their extra benefits outside of their main game mode. Blackwater, it was an arena team, no longer arena, or at least not arena for 2 years, and Rebirth is a raid team and now has some extra benefits in Cosmic Crucible. So should you invest on any of these teams, like even more? And the biggest problem is the viability in other game modes. So if you take a look at my infographics, always make sure to check out the channel, new videos every day, 1 or 2 videos every day. Make sure you check out the channel just in case. Sometimes you might not get video updates because we have the live streams and we have the video updates, and if you skip one of them you might not get the other, so just make sure you check the channel daily. Okay, so let's take a look specifically at Blackwater now, and you can see that their main use right now is for Blitz and is for Alliance Wars. So we have pretty much 2 game modes where they are pretty decent. It's not like amazing by any means, they are pretty decent. And then we have Cosmic Crucible and Avengers Tower, where you have minor benefits out of this team, and maybe they will be a strong sack team, but beyond that, not really. So they are not good in raids, they are not good in Dark Dimension, they are not going to be good in Arena. So justifying a team just for Blitz and Alliance Wars defense, it might not be like great. And especially because we have already good counters. And that's the biggest problem about Blackwater, is that we already have solid counters. We have Wakanda, we have War Dogs, we have hybrids in between that can defeat the Blackwater. So should you invest on a team that already has counters? Probably not, probably not. So that's a big problem with the Blackwater. And this is a big problem with Scopely and the reworks. They announced that they are not going to do reworks anymore, or at least it will be very rare for them to do reworks. Big mistake, big mistake, not only on a business perspective, but also on a gameplay perspective. It's definitely a big mistake. And now they have these temporary boosts that they give to teams that, once again, it does not justify, because the mechanics of the team are still old. And even giving safeguard to the team and so on, you're actually giving us more tools to counter them than the opposite. So it's completely absurd that Scopely does not have this in mind, and they think the boosting stats alone is going to bait anyone to invest on this team. The only people that can invest on Blackwater is whales, like massive whales spending $2,000, $3,000 per month. If that's not you, then you should not invest on this team. This team is 100% bait for whales. It's not for normal people. Okay, let's take a look. So for example, Blackwater, only useful in 2 game modes, and they get countered by Wakanda. When you take a look at Wakanda, it's a different story. Not only they are good on Blitz and Alliance Wars, the same as Blackwater, but they are way better in Cosmic Crucible, way better in Avengers Tower, and some of these characters you can use in raids, some of these characters you can use in Dark Dimension, and some of these characters, or all of them, were necessary for the Scourge of Archangel. So multiple game modes where you could invest on Wakanda. So what's going to be more likely, for you to invest on Wakanda or for you to invest on Blackwater? Obviously, it's going to be Wakanda. And this is why the investment on Blackwater is terrible, because whichever investment you do, people already invested a lot more on their main counter or one of the main counters. So it's terrible, it's gross, it's disgusting what Scopely is doing with these temporary buffs. And once again, this is just for the whales. This is just to bait the whales in spending more money and to have these 3 million size teams that at the end of the day, they're not going to do anything. They are 3 million size, but they don't do anything special, especially outside of Alliance Wars. But we have seen whales already spending ISO 8 blue, ISO 8 blue level 5, gear tier 17 on Black Orders. Wow, congratulations, 3 million power Black Order that gets countered by 1.5 million Wakanda. So it's just terrible, it's really just terrible. Okay, so that was the first point, is that yes, you should not invest on Black Order. You are making a big mistake if you are investing on Black Order right now. If you have a small Black Order, also throw them on defense, because it forces people to use War Dogs against them, and then they cannot use War Dogs against other teams like Darkhold, yes, Darkhold with Dormammu or with Apocalypse. So yes, once again, put Black Order on defense, but don't invest in them. Now we have to talk about Rebirth. Rebirth, now we have my updated infographic. I updated the infographic of this one of Rebirth. It was a little bit outdated. Also updated the infographic for Black Order. Both of them are on my Discord, link will be in the description. And the Rebirth, it's a different story. It's a different story because it's a raid team. And because it's a raid team, usually we have to invest on them as much as it is necessary for us to participate in the raids. And from the feedback of the envoys, which is always very questionable, but we're gonna take it as face value, this team is very, very good on those raids. So it's a safe investment. So even that in Cosmic Crucible they are not like amazing by any means, you can still justify some investment on them because of their value in raids. Captain America is also very, very good option for Dark Dimension. Captain Carter can also be used in Dark Dimension, but it's not as great. And if you are a good theory crafter, if you are creative on how you build your teams, you can also pair up these characters with other characters like Red Skull, like Zemo, and make some interesting teams in Alliance Wars offense or defense, and in Cosmic Crucible offense or defense as well. So even that Rebirth on Cosmic Crucible is another bait trying to make you waste more resources than is necessary to participate in raids. At the same time, is not that much of a big deal compared to what we have with Black Order. With Black Order, it's just disgusting that we have 100% extra stats as a boost rather than a rework. And with the Rebirth team, they got a rework when they were released because they were not that great. And once again, because they have additional value in multiple game modes, you kind of can justify putting a little bit more effort into them and then setting them up on Cosmic Crucible defense on Room 6. So yeah, I hope you guys can understand the different points why you should invest a little bit more maybe on Rebirth, especially with the upcoming incursion raids, and why you should definitely skip Black Order. Once again, because they have a boost which is just temporary, and then their main counter is Wakanda, which everyone should have a big Wakanda for the different reasons I mentioned. And yeah, that's the nuance of it. Be very careful with these baits that Scopely sets up for you. Most of the time this is just whale baits, and if a normal person, someone that is not spending $2,000 per month on Marvel Strike Force, falls into one of these traps, you might have several months of progress being taken away from you because once again you fell into this bait. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and make sure you once again check out the channel for other videos. We should have another video coming up right after this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. Let me know in the comments below. Did you invest on Black Order? Did you invest on Rebirth? Or are you skipping both of them until you have more information about the meta? As always, if you find information on these videos helpful, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Mouse Force content, and I'll catch you guys later.